Premier League title race, Liverpool, Arsenal and Manchester City vying to go down to the wire. Spanish coach Pep Guardiola, Manchester City's coach, admitted that the English Premier League title is out of our hands after the goalless draw with Arsenal on Sunday. Liverpool clinched top spot with a 2-1 win over Brighton and Hove Albion earlier on Sunday, leaving the Reds 2 points ahead of Arsenal while City sit third, 3 points off the top with 9 games remaining. Guardiola gave Liverpool as favourites to go ahead and win their first Premier League title since 2020. Since then City have won 3 titles in a row. No team in England has won 4 Premier League titles in a row. I felt like it was a little premature. There are still 27 points up for grabs, and both City and Arsenal could move past Liverpool for at least 24 hours if they win their matches against Luton Town and Aston Villa on Wednesday respectively. City would likely be close to perfect if they were to get the better of Liverpool and Arsenal, but they have a history of strong finishes and a long winning streak. City has not tasted defeat since losing 1-0 to Aston Villa on December 6. Guardiola can also draw on a recent precedent. At the same stage last season, City were 5 points behind Arsenal, but they clawed them back and then overtook them. City also showed that they can hold their nerve and take the title race to the end. They beat Liverpool to win the title by a single point in the 2018-19 season and again in 2021-22. But perhaps predictably, Guardiola was keen to play down his previous success in the title race. "It's just winning games, that's what we have to do," he said Tuesday. "We don't have many chances to drop points. Aston Villa is playing to qualify for the Champions League, every team is playing for something, so it will be difficult to manage the last few games. Our experience, in strong finishes, is over, and that doesn't matter. What matters is Aston Villa. Being able to win so many games in a row before, I don't know how much, we can win, now. The only thing is how to beat Aston Villa." Last season, City still had Arsenal to play and won 4-1 at home before the Gunners lost at the end of the season. City have 9 games remaining this season. Even if they all win, it may not be enough as they have already played Liverpool twice, both draws, as well as Arsenal. City lost the reverse fixture in October 1-0. City will face Aston Villa at the Etihad Stadium on Wednesday, with the Midlands club ambitions to obtain 4th place ahead of Tottenham Hotspur and with it the Champions League next season. Liverpool have been the biggest thorn in City's side in the Guardiola era, relegating them to 2nd place in 2019-20, their only stumble of note in 6 seasons. As was the case then, City are fighting on 3 fronts. City made history by winning the league, the FA Cup and the Champions League last season. There is still potential for a repeat this time around, with City reaching the semi-finals of the FA Cup as well as the quarter-finals of the Champions League. Meanwhile, Arsenal took 4 points from 6 available from their matches against City and Liverpool, with Arteta becoming the first coach not to lose to both Guardiola and Klopp in a single league season. Asked whether they would need to win all their remaining matches to have a chance of winning a first title since 2004, the Arsenal boss said, "I don't know, but it would have to be very close to that. I can see the consistency between other teams and historically what is needed in terms of points. The team will be close to needing that. This is where we want to be and we want to take this opportunity and make it happen. I'm full of energy and this is the most amazing part of the season. I've never been in this situation when I was a player, so this is the most amazing part of the season. Different." Liverpool sit in 1st place and want to give departing manager Jurgen Klopp the perfect send-off with the Premier League title. The German will bring the curtain down on 9 trophy-filled years as Liverpool coach at the end of the season, and Liverpool appear determined to make sure they emerge with a 2nd English title. The Reds are likely to give up the top spot when they play Sheffield United on Thursday, but it would be a huge shock if they leave Anfield with anything other than 3 points. Liverpool's injury problems have been well documented, and there are some tough games ahead, including the visit of Northwest rivals Manchester United on Sunday and a Merseyside derby against neighbours Everton on April 24. City will then face Villa, the last team to beat them, on Wednesday, while Guardiola's side and Mikel Arteta's Arsenal still have to go to Tottenham between now and the end of the season. All three teams are still in the hunt for European silverware too: City and Arsenal in the Champions League and Liverpool in the Europa League, and that could be a distraction as well. Liverpool already have one piece of silverware this season, after winning the League Cup in February. Liverpool have the advantage, but they have never met City's threat to clamp down on them. The Reds were out of sight in 2020 when crunch time came. City have proven they enjoy being the hunters, even if they haven't been doing their best of late, and Guardiola certainly wouldn't want Klopp to have the last laugh in their rivalry. Arsenal can't be left out either and look a better team than the one who slumped last season, as evidenced by Sunday's stalemate following the crushing defeat to City 12 months ago.